Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Friday morning, 11:30, even though it feels like it's later in the afternoon, probably because we've been up since I don't know, 5. So I am I am going to, even though it's 11:30 in the morning, I'm going to get supper started because I'm doing a slow cooker meal. And this is a new recipe that Glenn found. It's called a slow cooker or crock pot hamburger potato casserole. Very easy. Yes, that's Prissy. Right now, I've already got the ground beef pre-browned because it's a high fat content. You don't want all that fat in the meal itself. And I've already got potatoes sliced, so we're going to use these potatoes, a pound of ground beef, and then we're going to throw in, I'm going to mix together a can of cream of mushroom. And after I get this going, I'm going to be heading outside to work in the trailer. Alright, so we got a can of cream of mushroom. And we're going to throw in a half a cup of milk. And some salt and pepper to taste, which I don't have here. Alright, so we're just going to throw some in there. And I'm sure it's not going to be enough, and then when it's actually time to eat it, we'll end up just salt and peppering it our own plates. And then I'm just going to mix this together. Very easy recipe, slow cooker. I'm going to put it on low for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. The original recipe was double everything you see here. And the cook time on the original recipe was on high for 2 to 4 hours, I think. But I like to do slow cooker. That's why it's called a slow cooker. So I'm going to put it on low. And that gives me a chance to go work out in the trailer. Alright, so I got that mixed together. I'm just going to grab the crock pot or the slow cooker and we'll put this together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to the slow cooker is spray it with nonstick. Okay, so now that that's out of there, I'm going to wipe the edges here. Okay, so we're just going to layer it, and I'm guessing with what we have, because we have half the amount of the recipe, we might end up with just 2 layers. So I'm going to layer the potatoes on the bottom. Okay, just got a layer of potatoes, and then I'm going to throw in some of the ground beef. And this is just out of the pink stage, just because it's going to be slow cooking here and it'll cook some more. So, and then we'll put in half of our sauce. And then we'll layer it again. Just throw in the rest of the potatoes. To the second layer of the ground beef. the rest of your sauce. And again, this is just called a crock pot hamburger potato casserole. I love crock pot meals, especially when I have to go outside and do something. And I can just throw it on and go outside and do what I have to do. Just going to spread that around. Okay, so while I was layering it, what I didn't put on the final thing was cheese. I'm going to put cheese on the top, but because Glenn doesn't like a lot of cheese, I didn't put it on the first layer, so I'm just going to put it on the top layer. And I might even not put too much, or I'll put enough to cover it. And if he doesn't want any cheese, I can just scoot it out of the side. But you know me, I like my cheese. All right. Okay, so now we're just gonna turn it on low, cover it, and let it go, and I'll clean up this little mess, and then I'm probably just gonna head outside. Except I'm a little hungry, so I might eat first. So, all right, we'll check on this in about 4 hours. All right, everyone. So our slow cooker hamburger potato casserole is done. I turned it off probably like 15-20 minutes ago because it was done. Glenn said the potatoes are falling apart. So yeah, I just came in from working out in the trailer. I was out there for almost 4 hours. So let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that looks so good. Look at that cheesiness. All right, so we're gonna have some pineapple rings with it. So yeah, let me serve our plates now. All right, so there is our slow cooker hamburger potato casserole. It was super easy and it smells good and it's all full of cheese. So I'll probably go out after I eat. I want to do something out there for myself. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, so we are done eating supper and it's 6 o'clock right now. So probably one of the earliest times we've eaten supper. We're known to eat supper pretty late. So thank God for the slow cooker meal. Yeah, it was actually it was good. It just needed a little more salt and pepper within the food, and yeah, we just threw some salt and pepper on our own plates, and it definitely made a difference. And when I was layering it, I said I didn't want to put cheese in the middle and on top because Glenn doesn't like cheese that much. Well, guess what he said? He said it could have used cheese in the middle. He said it could have used cheese in the middle, so there you go. But the cheese actually did give it a flavor. So super easy meal. It was good. We ate all of it. The original recipe called for twice as many or twice as much on the ingredients. Just us two. And we didn't think it would be a meal that was good leftover. I think it would get dried out. Glenn said it could use another can of cream of mushroom. I said it was good with what it had. But we both liked it. We both ate seconds and it's gone. So it made just enough for both of us for 2 servings. And yeah, so I wasn't going to eat the second serving because I didn't want to get too stuffed and then not want to come outside to put together what I'm going to put together. I'll show you in a minute. And but I thought, well, it's probably not going to be as good later, so I just ate it. And I brought Gypsy outside to go to the bathroom. Well, she just looked because I said her name. And I got her out here with me. So I'll be out here just for a little bit. I want to put it together. I'll show you what it is. And tomorrow I'll be back in the trailer. I didn't record anything in the trailer today because I'm actually just doing the odds and ends now. Tomorrow I'm going to blow it out, mop the floor, and put the countertop in and the fishing rod holder. And then just start moving his stuff in and get it ready for Monday. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I probably won't record any more of the trailer until it's completely done and decorated, or have his stuff in there and he's ready to go in there. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm doing now. All right, so as you can see, it says bird feeder station. So I ordered this with the gift card that I received from, or we received from our three amigos, Renee, Mia, and Abraham. And so, yes, I probably could have used that for something we needed, but I wanted it for myself. So I got myself something, and I need a second bird feeding station. So yeah, let's open it up. All right, so let's take this out. And I ordered, obviously, because the gift cards were from Walmart, so I obviously ordered from Walmart. This is not something they have in stock in their store. You have to order it and they send it to you. It was free shipping, free returns. So if something's wrong with it or I don't like it, I can take it back to the store and it won't cost me anything. So let's take this out and see what we have. I used to have, a lot of these are things I have from previous bird feeding stations, but where they come together, like they might be a two-piece, the pole itself might be metal, but the connectors where they twist together were plastic, and over time they just wore out and they broke, so I couldn't put it together anymore. So I have the one bird feeding station out the kitchen window. But the reason I wanted another one is because I want to put this more in the backyard. I don't want to take away the one by the kitchen window. Sorry about that noise. Because my birds are creatures of habit. That feeder has been there all through the winter, and that's where they know the food to be. And when I sit at the back of the garage in the summertime, I'll watch some of the birds still fly by the feeders in the backyard and go directly to the feeder that I had up there all winter long. So they know where the food is, and that's where they'll go, continue to go. But I want one in the middle of the backyard. This is like a water bowl that you can, it goes in this ring, and you can slide this on the bird feeder pole. So it goes in just like that. And then, let's see. And then this is a basket, just like the water bowl. Slide it on the pole and just fill it up with bird food. And what I look for when I look for bird feeding stations is the height of him. I want a bird feeding station that's at least listed as 91 or 92 inches tall, because once you put it in the ground, that's going to take some height off. So if you get a bird feeding station that's only like 72 inches, it's going to be kind of short. So I look for the tallest ones. And this is supposed to come with like 4 pegs or 3 or 4 pegs for the feet to put into the ground to stabilize it. Also comes with a suet cage for woodpeckers. But there's so many, some folks think woodpeckers are the only ones that eat suet. I've had so many different birds eating suet. I've had sparrows eating suet. Starlings love suet. I have to play with that. But the material, is not as sturdy as I've had in the past, but yeah, it's not like cheap plastic or anything, so it still should hold up. All right. And this would be the very top. I just like to talk about bird stuff with you guys too. And then I direct you over to my birding channel. So if you haven't checked out my birding channel, head over. The link is in the description below, Wisconsin Backyard Birding. And so yeah, this is the top piece. Goes in the pole here, and you have two hangers here for feeders. Okay, so this is the very bottom. These are two of the pegs that go in the bottom, plus the stand from the original stand. And this is the other set of pegs. Before you assemble it, put this piece on here. And now you got 5 pegs that will go in the ground to stabilize this. And there is something here that will tighten this. It's not going to just like dangle like that. So that's that. You get quite a bit for this. I think this was like $30 or 20-something dollars. And here's another piece. And I'm already liking the connectors. So if you see right here, it tapers. This is what the other piece is going to slide on top. This part here in my previous feeders that broke is where I said it was plastic and over time it just cracked. This is metal, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I wasn't looking to buy a real expensive feeder, but still a metal one and a tall one. So this is another piece. I'll show it to you once I got it together. But I'm just showing you all the pieces. So it comes with another piece. And it comes with assembly instructions. We don't need that. Isn't that what guys do? Guys just throw them away. But this is by Zenny, is a company. Sorry for the noise. I got free shipping, and it's free returns. You can return it back to your nearest Walmart. So I'm going to put all this back in the box, and I'm going to assemble it together, and I'm going to find a place for it out in the backyard, because I've actually had this since Tuesday, and it's now Friday. And knowing how much I love to feed the birds, you would have thought I would have assembled it together and had it out there for 3 days already. But a couple things happened to me this week, and I haven't told you guys about those. But when I come out to work on the trailer, I didn't bother opening the box. I didn't open it until now, obviously in front of you guys I did. But yeah, I'll tell you about some of the stuff that happened this week. I didn't work on the trailer Wednesday and Thursday. I did not. And something happened to me last Sunday that I never told you about either. So I'll tell you now. Well, let me get this together and then we'll just talk.